everyone, it's Tiffany Benson, one part of Team Benson, and today we are giving the soil some love, a whole lot of love. So I'm going to be pulling out everything except for the okra plants because they are still producing, and I'm going to add worm castings, worms because I have no worms, and compost and some more soil. So it's a hot one, guys. The little lizards, there's one there and there's one hiding up there, but they are going insane because I am digging up all of the wood chips. Well, not digging them up, but just scraping them all up so that I can add some compost and some more soil. But they are finding all the little bugs, so they are excited having breakfast. So despite me taking off the shade cloth, which it's completely off right now, I'm actually gonna take it completely down, and like missing some waterings every now and then, I still have some plants that are still producing, like actually giving us food. So let me show you. I'm pulling things out. As you guys can see, I got almost all of the wood chips up there, and this area right here I don't need to do because I've already done it. But this area I'm going to pull out these 2 basil plants and then pull up all the wood chips as well, so I can put some fresh compost and soil there to raise that level. But take a look at this, guys. My okra is still going. And not only is it going, it's going better than what it was before. So I think that's surprising because there's no more shade cloth up. And yeah, okra, more okra. Like, this is gonna be a nice okra stew before we go on vacation. The other thing that's going, which I'll let you guys see my poor dead garden, is the pepper plants. This one is the poblano pepper. It's not happy about not being under shade cloth, but it has little buds, like it's getting ready to flower. And of course the shishito pepper, which I was just letting go, but of course it has flowers. This one's definitely not happy about the sun. It's getting some sun skull, so I was actually going to cut it back and let it grow back for the fall, but yeah, they have flowers on them, which I thought was pretty crazy. The other thing is this little sacrificial basil plant is now starting to thrive. We're actually using this basil for spaghettis, so it still tastes pretty good too as well. And my eggplant as well has not been underneath the shade cloth, and it's starting to get little flowers on them. Those are going to turn into some eggplants. So I thought that was pretty cool. So now that it's completely cleared out, like I said, this spot I already did, so I left the wood chips here. But now that all the wood chips are cleared out, I went through and I watered. And I completely soaked the soil to where, as you can see, it's starting to come out of my garden bed. But I wanted to get it really wet, and I'm going to let it sit while I go and get the worm castings and the worms, since I have no worms, and some more soil. So I just picked up the worm castings, and I was told that I don't need to put down actual like live worms because it's too hot. So they told me that the worm castings will have worms in it, basically like worm cocoons. So I'm gonna go sprinkle that down, sprinkle the soil on top, and then put the mulch back. It is hot out here. So now I just finished. I have all of the I put the worm castings, then the compost, then some potting soil, and a little bit more compost on top of it, and then the wood chips I put back on there. And we are all good to go. Now it is just time to water it. Alright guys, so that's finally done. And just in time because it's hot, I'm starting to sweat. So basically what I did is I showed my soil some love. I went through and I raised the soil in the garden bed, but not only that, I added the compost and I added more soil, and I watered it deeply because now I'm bringing up all of those bad bugs which if you guys watch my video that I made about no bad bugs, you'll see why bad bugs are important. But all the plants that I left in there that the bad bugs were eating and kind of composting down and dropping their leaves and adding more life to my soil, I now removed all the dead plants and I'm watering it really, really deeply. And as you guys can see, all of the lizards are everywhere now eating all of those bad bugs. So what it's going to leave is healthy soil that has plant matter. It's going to have dead insects, it's going to have some good insects, and it's going to have some healthy soil for me to grow my vegetables. So I learned this trick from my grandmother, who has a garden here in Phoenix that's in the bright open sun. She never even puts up shade cloth. I don't know how she does it, but she has a garden that never has holes in the leaves or anything. So I'm trying it out, and I just got done watering. Now I'm sweating, so this is where we say goodbye.